Hi and welcome to In the Front Row, all things reactions, reviews and interviews. My name's Jamie Lee and today I'll be doing a review of episode 2 of the new She-Hulk movie on Disney+. I really liked that first episode was like a really good origin episode. It gave us the how as to how she became She-Hulk. This episode followed on with the what, like what is she going to be doing as She-Hulk. So I really like the flow on with that. So Jen loses her job because she publicly became the She-Hulk in the last episode and that was a liability to her company. So they fired her and Holloway comes along and offers her a position with his company, who he's technically the guy that got her fired from this role. So that's not a very good start. But anyway, he offers her a job, she takes it, and she takes on her first case, which is representing Emil, obviously the Abomination. And so that's about all that happened in that episode, because the episode itself was like super quick, like really short. I think it went for about like 25 minutes, I'm gonna say, when you take out like the intro, the credits, things like that. And I'm really disappointed with that because I was really rooting for this show, like, yeah, 9-episode series, like it might break the pattern that they've got with this 6-episode where it's like rushed and then boring and then rushed, and they've got a real pattern with that and I really didn't like it. So I was really hoping that this one would be different, but it just seems like they've given it more episodes, but they've cut the episodes down, making it shorter. Probably not really solving the problem yet, you know, like they're just smushing a 9-episode series, which will probably still feel like a 6-episode series. But anyway, we'll have to see where they go with it. But to me, it felt super quick. Anyway, what I really liked about this episode is that we got into Jen's head a little bit more. We got to hear what she was thinking and what she was feeling about things. And that really helped with the breaking of the fourth wall, because she like literally turned around and told us like, I'm going to be thinking about that for a year, or like the comment to do with her boss and things like that. And also the conversation with her dad, that really helped us to get inside her brain and help us understand what she was feeling about the whole situation. And I really liked those scenes because in episode 1, you know, she was so sure of herself and she was so confident that she could manage her career and her life as Jen, but also that she thought she'd mastered being the She-Hulk so much, but you know, how would she tackle them both? So it's been really interesting to see how she's handled that breakdown and the loss of her job that she was so passionate about in that episode 1. So she gained a new job with Holloway under the terms and conditions that she has to present as She-Hulk in the courtroom and at work. And with her ex-boss, he asked her to transform back down to Jen because he couldn't take her seriously, or maybe he was intimidated, who knows, as She-Hulk. So I really like the conflict that she's having with her self-confidence, her self-worth, and how she's navigating being Jen as well as navigating being She-Hulk. I really like that avenue. I also like the storyline of her being the lawyer and actually defending these superhumans, because I really like that lawyer stuff. I really like the emotions and how she deals with, you know, being a She-Hulk and being Jen and being, you know, a lawyer. I want to see more of that and less of the political crap that they keep trying to throw in there. For example, that line with Dennis the dumbass saying this:
"There's a hot chick over there, I'm gonna go talk to it."
Why is a woman an it? Like, why did that line even have to be in there? That whole scene, why did that have to be in there? It was so pointless. And same with this one.
These dodos never had to deal with this on their first day at work.
Like, why are these guys dodos? Is it because they're men? Like, nobody else in that entire firm would have had the first day that Jen has had, never had to deal with what Jen has had on her first day, because none of them are superhuman. So I don't understand that scene at all. And they could completely be wiped, and instead we could focus on more important things. For example, how Jen is dealing with the public knowing that she is She-Hulk now, because you hear the crowd at the bar like chanting She-Hulk, She-Hulk, or whatever, and she enters, and sure, her friend gets her free drinks and stuff, but she never has an interaction with anyone else at that bar. So I would have liked to have seen her interact with anyone else at that bar apart from her boss, her best friend, and her ex-boss. She didn't interact with anybody, and it would have been cool to see how the public are reacting to her being as She-Hulk and how she's reacting to the fact that she's now famous for being She-Hulk. Another conversation that I really wanted to see was a conversation between Nikki and Jen about exposing her identity. Like, Nikki really encouraged Jen to do that. Sure, it was Jen who made the decision ultimately, but you know, she really played a part in technically helping her lose her job, and that was never really spoke about. The fact that she exposed her hidden identity, none of that was ever spoken about. And I thought that was a real opportunity missed there, because the only moment that they really already have is when Jen is talking about being depressed and Nikki's like,
Jen.
and that would have been a really good moment to talk about the repercussions of her saving the jury and her talking about how she's dealing with the fact that everybody now knows that she's She-Hulk. And the humor with Marvel stuff at the moment is definitely not landing with me, and it definitely didn't in this episode either. The scene with Pug coming in and telling them which toilet to poop in, I was like, what an unnecessary scene. Like, how dumb and stupid. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be funny. I'm not sure if people laughed, but I thought it was dumb. I did laugh at the father asking about Hawkeye's arrows, because that's something that like I really have wondered about too. You know, like we've seen in Hawkeye that, you know, how he makes them and things like that, but we've never really seen him like collect them and how they like come back to him. He surely can't make that many arrows. So that was a funny scene. And also the scene with Bruce saying,
I'm a completely different person now, literally.
that made me laugh too. But apart from that, every other moment that was supposed to be funny, I was just like, meh. Yeah, not feeling it. But that's okay for now, because I really like where the story's heading, so I'm just gonna have to deal with the lack of humor for the moment. Hopefully it picks up anyway. And now on to things that I liked. I really liked that they used an animation for the news reporting to make it look like cartoonish. And I also loved how the background changed with Jen's mood when she was applying for new jobs. Like at the start she was full of confidence and it was bright and it was colourful, and then as she was getting more down, the background changed to suit her mood. I like that they showed us a little bit about her family unit. I thought that was a really strong element in Miss Marvel. It really like built the show up, because it's not something that you see too often in these superhero movies. So I think including that in there was really smart. Obviously I really like the dad. I think everybody would. He seems very supportive. Same with Miss Marvel. I know I shouldn't really compare the two, but you know, she's got like that sort of silly, funny brother, and then the mum who doesn't really understand a lot about being a superhero, even though technically they've already had a superhero in their family before, so they should know how to deal with this a little bit better than the mum did. But anyway, I really like seeing that family unit, and I'm really loving Tatiana as Jen. I think she's a great actress. I think she's full of personality, and I really love that she looks so adorable in her oversized baggy suit. I think the casting in this was really, really good, so the actors make it a more enjoyable watch for me. But yeah, so far this series is pretty okay. I'm not like super excited week to week. Obviously I'm gonna watch it, but I really hope it picks up with the humor. I do like where the story is going at the moment, and as I said, I really like the casting, so I'm definitely going to stick it out, but I hope it gets a little bit more exciting. I hope the episodes get a little bit longer instead of less time with the characters. But anyway, we'll see what happens next week. If you like this video, could you please give it a like? And if you're not already, could you please subscribe to my channel and then head on over to my Instagram and give me a follow over there as well, please. Okay, sweet as. Have a good day. Bye.